1995 was a funny year for shooters. Descent showcased a snippet of the 3D future that would rule the second half of the 90s, but Doom 1 and Doom 2 and their legion of so-called Doom clones loomed large. Those being basically any game that played even a little bit like Doom at the time. One of these was Star Wars Dark Forces. Developed and published by LucasArts and released on MS-DOS, Mac OS, as well as the PlayStation in 1996, and remastered in 2024 entirely by Night Dive, which is the version I will be playing today. Timestamps below for those who don't care about the development and just want the reviews or the outro music or the gameplay itself. There is some social media stuff. Dark Forces began production all the way back in September of '93, the year when Doom exploded out into the world, changing gaming. Considering Doom is already sci-fi themed, set on Mars and all that, the idea of Star Wars Doom was never exactly shocking. In fact, fan mods creating the Death Star in levels might well have directly inspired this game. So the brains at LucasArts began storming, building upon Doom's foundations. Early ideas included adding more adventure elements in which, spoilers, there will be some. Don't expect any point-and-click adventure mechanics. As is often the way with Star Wars franchising, it begins with a Skywalker. Luke was going to be the main character, but that would involve convoluting the Star Wars canon as well as the fact Jedi powers might demand gameplay elements not available in the mid-90s game engines. So instead, a more basic and brand new character was created, Kyle Katarn. You can get a Kyle action figure? I know Kyle mainly from Jedi Outcast years later. Maybe I'll get to that one day. Bottom line, it's made by Raven. It's an incredible game.
Whose side are you on?
Playing through Dark Forces, I assumed that this was the build engine like Duke 3D and Blood. I was wrong. The build engine was first shown in '95 with Witchaven and Shatner's Tech War.
Tech chip, tech headset, tech user, tech fantasy, tantalize, tantalize.
This game actually uses the JEDI engine. Of course they called it that. Made in-house specifically for this game. Again, LucasArts looked at what Doom did and tried to add more. Such as, you can look up and down. You might not always want to. Jump, duck, multiple floors, allowing haze effects, animated textures, tons of little breakthrough features adding that Star Wars atmosphere as effectively as 1995 would allow. Of course, brand new lore and enemies were created for the game, as well as several familiar favorites showing up, but I won't spoil that. Apparently the LucasArts team even got a nice trip to Skywalker Ranch to create the musical sounds and costume work as authentically as possible.
Well, maybe you should come on to my rant.
March of 1995, Dark Forces releases alongside Descent, Comic Zone, and Chrono Trigger. Not bad company. That's enough preamble though. Gather your space stuff, pour a nice stiff Jawa juice, maybe even nibble on a roast porg. Yeah, okay. My first Star Wars game, done Trek already, and that set the sci-fi shooter bar very high. I like Star Wars, well and good, never a die-hard fan, love the first trilogy, who doesn't? Don't mind the sequels too much. I don't hate the new ones too much either, maybe there's too much Star Wars stuff in the world right now. Quick question of the day right off the bat. What is your favorite Star Wars game? Easy one for me, Jedi Outcast. What about you though? Tons to choose from. Dark Forces is set just before A New Hope in the timeline as the plot goes. A new order of the evil empire that totally don't represent any nation is ever growing. The rebels learn of this upcoming Death Star being built, but need to get specific blueprints and intel, which means they're gonna need a badass mercenary. Someone roguish, someone maybe with a beard. Oh, he doesn't have that yet. Well, I guess that's it. Oh, I know you. Moff Tarkin. Close, Mon Mothma. Gives us our last minute prep and we're off. Weapons. Our starter pistol is pretty basic. Never mind, we have a Stormtrooper rifle now. Both use the same ammo pool. That Briar pistol, slightly more powerful and more accurate for long range, but you're going to be using the rifle 99% of the time. How is our boy Kyle at sneaking?
Stop!
Around the first level we explore caves, a little bit of platforming to gather items. Lasers stormtroopers down, who look incredible by the way. It's very Star Wars, you couldn't mistake this for anything else. But this is not a great starting map at all in my opinion. It's gonna get a lot better, just wait. Shift to run and we zoom around. No force powers even, just pure Kyle leg power.
Rebel!
And he dropped a key, so we're making ground. Ooh. Oh, a friendly one this time. I met your spider cousin recently. See you later, peepo. Ooh. Bodies are staying around. I don't even know if it's indefinitely, but these cosmic corpses are hanging about. I'm seeing them a lot too because I've set a new record for getting lost. Oh, here. Hard to tell sometimes. Let's talk positives. This being a night dive remaster, on the fly you can swap to the older graphics, F2 and... I'll do this every now and then. I found it super fun to compare. Maybe you will too. No, wait, I won't do it that much. We get extra lives. Extra lives? How arcadey. Achievements too, again for this remaster. Grab those plans before heading out for a pick-me-up. Ooh, that sky, nope. Nope, that's gonna make people throw up. First map over, not the best start, but you know, fine.
The Emperor has approved your test demonstration, General Mock.
General, it is time.
No.
Yes. Hold my finger, General. Embrace the fought side.
Dark Troopers mentioned and shown, robotic super soldiers basically the focus of this game.
5 days ago, the Empire attacked one of our secret bases in the city of Talay.
Oh, it's you. We meet Akbar. After our hijinks, Imperials are on the offense. This is Krix Madine. These fucking names.
He has supplied us with information on the development of a new Imperial weapon.
Former Imperial commander, now Bieber haircut model, helping out undercover and grabbing intel for the rebels. And we meet Jan, who I remember well from Outcast, pilot extraordinaire, bringing us to Mission 2 to find more intel. Rough exit. Who cares, because space skeletons. Didn't expect my bony brethren around. They count. Bit molten fleshy, but they count. That's definitely new, a weapon wheel to flip through on the fly with weapon names. Oh, that's a lot of white boys.
Do you know if there's an Applebee's near here? Newsflash, buddy.
Bit creepy in here with the lights out. We do have night vision goggles. Not sure if I didn't yet or I was just being me and forgot. F1 is objectives. You can see your inventory here as well, which you will need to view later for puzzles. Where would the Imperials keep their clues? Clues. Clues, clues, clues. Maybe there's an evil R2-D2 around? Oh?
Go ahead, Kyle. Something that can help us out. Get back to the landing pad and I'll meet you there.
Finally, Kyle stumbles across what looks to be a Dark Trooper weapon. Too big to handle. Boo! I bet Kyle can handle quite a big weapon. Again, this is not the most riveting of maps. It's gonna get a lot better, but that's 2 very meh levels in a row. Not as welcoming an entrance. Jan, can I get an evac on Poop Planet? Yup, it's a sewer level, but we do get new droids. Not friendly, but fantastic designs. Super slow movement through sludge, but this is a better level. Central hub, we get to open particular gates, go inside and manipulate the sewage levels. What did this look like before? Even poopier. I'm hearing new noises, and they're not sounding robotic. Oh?
Wow. I'ma kill you.
Dianogas.
One sneaky zap incoming for Macheen.
Certain sections are very dark and I'm hearing zip zorps. Goggles, aha, X. Well, hold on, we're still floating. Take me to the end, poop water. We also get thermal detonators here, which I will use a lot later. Not fantastic in small spaces or against droids though. Easy one to talk about, the score. I don't play it all the time, but while I retry making through the sewer mess, of course we have that John Williams classic.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows, everything that's wonderful.
Oh, whoops, how did that get there? composed for this game by Clint Bajakian. The sound in general is fantastic, as you would expect from LucasArts. Weapons, switches, alerting voice work, top notch.
You're the boss, Kyle.
Look at this guy. I have all of the girlfriends.
That one sounded funny.
You're not authorized in this area.
Yeah! Kyle's scream, good lord.
There he is.
The turrets are no joke either. Gun them down ASAP. Always keep our cool. Okay. They are super blind, huh? New weapon, Imperial repeater gun. Okay, so standard fast-firing laser. It's blue. Blue's lovely to look at. But secondary is something of a shotgun blast, and I will take it.
Surrender immediately.
We pick up code keys. There's so much easy to miss buttons. Seriously, you will miss a ton in Dark Forces. The paneling is awesome, but sometimes it's an essential button you walk past.
The machine is a train in a hurry, do you?
What?
Machine thinks it's huh?
Classic old school FPS rules here. Done everything, now we get lost exiting. You know the way? Cupboard turrets, oh fuck off.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Still making my way out.
They do sound weird here.
And back out through the ice cavern. Best map by far. The game is getting better and better and better. Frick. That material is what is armoring these dark troopers. So let's head to a moon where Frick is being mined to locate the reactor and blow it all to hell. How about some Star Wars buffs? Supercharge, huge increase in fire rate. And we even get a new weapon. What is this? It's kinda ugly, but let's see. Fusion Cutter. Not bad at all. The guns are getting better. It's all coming together. Thermal detonator's getting some game time as well. Oh, this isn't lava.
Kyle Katarn, charge set, ready to clear.
It's time for the first Dark Trooper interaction. Terminator-like variants, Phase 1. They take a lot of damage, get close and you are dead. Otherwise, all good. Look at that design though. Ooh, beautiful. I haven't quite figured out the detonator throwing. I swear I'll get better. And we are out.
This contemptible excuse for an officer will no longer divulge any more information to that rebel, Kyle Katarn.
Oh, that guy. Matthew Modine. Crix Madden. He has been captured before he spills all the rebel beans we need to rescue. This map is Switch City, but we'll introduce new mechanisms. Oh, so those are not pickups. That's 2 games in a row for mine fun times. We will get our own soon, at least this time. These cards that drop and show up in our inventory have character codes for these input stations. Match them up and either fun equipment areas show up or necessary map progression. Whoa, what a chunker weapon. You know I love that chunk. What even is this? Not very Star Warsy, but let's see. For 1995, they nailed Star Wars interiors. When other engines struggled with buildings or any shapes, maybe this was a better match, but look, well done. Really top work. The artwork by LucasArts is just on point. You gotta put this in perspective. Just great use of the engine, both the remaster Kex and the old Jedi. New alien, are you friendly? Since you were in prison, I'm guessing you want to take down the Empire with me? Alright. These are gran. Here just giving us the old 1-2. Later they're gonna have explosive upgrades and be a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, hi again.
There he is.
Finally, we get to the prison holding our man, looking pretty freaking shifty. I'm a naughty prisoner. Mentions of the Clone War now. I never watched the series, heard good things. So next up is the robotics facility to put a tracking device on a ship. Similar starting area, Inside though, Porkins?
Pull on! No, I'm all right.
Is that... You did survive. Kinda. A gigantic axe in the future where lasers and guns and magic is around is a choice. What's this? Oh, thanks game. Nice to know these guys struggle with the aiming too. Told you Gran would return. Kill them quick. Only one more future enemy will be even deadlier. None of those guns are bad at all. We still have a few to get, some real goodies too. Lasers are never my favorite weapon type. I skip them in Fallout always. In Halo, GoldenEye. Here they are done really well though. Capture the film spirit. They vary in weapon feel and usage as well. I gotta say I do love the punch. Easily the MVP gun so far is the Imperial repeater. Beautiful design. And yes, it works kinda like a shotgun.
Oh. You're not all right. Immediately.
Ammo will get Titan points. Look at that space alien booty. I always enjoyed flipping and comparing the graphics. The older is kind of cozy, no? Like a fuzzy sheen, super nostalgic. In fact, this whole game, once it got up and going, is super relaxing and cozy. That buttery smooth movement, this universe, just a big warm space hug of a game. I learned mine damage definitely has a height. The damage must be programmed on an axis length, or maybe just around corners. I can't tell. Place our tracking device and that's all she wrote. We tracked that ship to a planet called Anchovy. Looks like it's going to be a longer mission as we get inside to blow exchange couplings all on an ice planet again. So I'm swapping between the engines, but any situation involving distance, you're gonna want to use the remaster. Just so you know, there is an enemy right there, by the way. And now ice physics, giving Hexen vibes, and never a fun addition to be honest, but we get cleats nearby. Alrighty. cheese. What's the super gloopy one you melt off you just with the hot knife and you... Oh, the cheese, and when you melt it off onto sandwiches and...
Put it away, boy!
This isn't cheese.
You're not...
I'm telling you, that punch, Kyle has got a hell of an arm. Oh, dying suddenly. What is gas mask? Do they come with the goggles?
The goggles do nothing.
Okay, we're good. We are not good. Who is this? Holy shit. Absolute panic mode. Super tense finale, but that is now 2 great baps back to back. Word about Kyle is getting around. We are hot shit, so we head to a smuggler den looking for Imperial navigational charts. Because this guy's stuck, I'll get to see him up close and view that model.
Don't touch.
What did he just hit me with? What is he? That must mean a new weapon, the concussion rifle used by Trandoshans. I don't know, one of those pronunciations is right. How does this gun work? Seems to spout from the ground. I think an invisible projectile is thrown out and can hit multiple enemies. And me. Why? That happens way more often than it should. Room full of goodies enticing you and the game drops a mine right in the middle of them. You're not gonna see it. That is some dark side shit. Oh, come on! You have to use your thermal grenades to blow up the mines, which is very tedious. I'll admit it, sometimes I kinda suck at games. Honestly, I'm kinda struggling on this level. But sadly, that's 3 lives and out. Restart it is. You stupid Imperial strutting bitch. This gun model for the concussion rifle is beautiful. Top marks. The levels and guns are getting better and better and better. Really fun hot swapping on the fly. I find revives. We found lives earlier. Looks like it gives a restore of health. As we are now smuggling to the arc hammer. What is an arc hammer? Was that in Halo? Doesn't matter because as we are escaping, we are intercepted.
How about you pull my finger?
Oh, that's not good. The Kell dragons are fantastic to look at, but actually not difficult at all. Maybe I got a little overconfident. You can tell I enjoyed my decision there. You use the detonator so much and it's just not quite up to Blood's majestic TNT despite working similarly. Still fun though, I'm getting better and better with it all the time and it is essential. And here is our prisoner Jan. Whoops.
Surprise machine, it's...
Thanks, I thought I was done for.
No time for hugs. Let's get out of here.
Off to the Imperial City to find a decoder key for the Nava McGuffin.
There he is, stop it!
Guessing it's not a stealth mission then. I think that's the first time I've been out of laser rifle ammo. Huge open area, biggest yet. There are tons of secrets to find, as is the way with these games, and I do explore, but I just suck at finding them. We get a light moving puzzle, an elevator of dropping doom, I panicked and mined myself. This happens more often than you would think. And inside the main facility. Where we get the final weapon. Wasn't sure if any remained. The assault cannon, and my god, it is large. Okay, it's pretty powerful for sure. Alt fire. Whoa, not bad. I see the Phase 2 Dark Troopers with jetpacks use the assault cannons too. They are very fun to fight, by the way. Big step up from the standard enemies. Gotta use your brain a little bit at least. The most difficult puzzle. Here is what the section looks like from above. Each switch around here unlocks one of 3 doors at a time. You gotta choose the correct order to unlock the center.
Stop where you are. You're not off.
Kyle, something strange is going down over here. Get back here. I mean it.
Jan, what did you see? Oh, it's not a giant space spider, is it? Never mind, just Boba Fett. Still getting to the arc hammer, which means building up to the end now. We are off to hijack a ship. The dreaded Imperial fart fields of Norath.
Just you and me, explosive container. I'm glad I'll always have you as my buddy.
Very slow level. Buttons operating slow moving platforms. Brought the pacing down a little. Was on a real roll there as well. Hoping that the next map is better. Great artistic design using those minimal color schemes and details. Big boxy rooms even. Elevators galore.
Yes, he's dead.
Giving me Rise of the Triad vibes here with those high narrow ceilings and robotic enemies. Simple platform section once you find the lift. First time, of course. Aha!
There he is, stop it!
Peepo, is this where you live? What's that? Again, the gameplay really shifts once a Super Trooper shows up. Them hovering around makes the aiming very important, and you really have to strafe. Such a great map, maybe my favorite yet. Non-stop action as Kyle has now reached the arc reactor. The Arnie hammer. The arc hammer. They are not messing around with the amount of Dark Troopers now. Very punishing so far.
There he is!
automatic level changing stairs would have blown minds back in the 90s. It still looks kinda cool, great sound too.
That's one.
JEDI, mate, how's it going?
Is that a lightsaber?
For freedom.
Our Lord, who art in space, shall hallowed be thy.
It's been a long time since I've challenged a man to battle. I'm glad my opponent is so worthy.
The final boss, Ron Mock, in his super upgraded Dark Trooper suit, is here to end it all. Nyeh. Jan.
Halt!
You aren't Jan. And kaboom. As we fly out, Dark Troopers are no more.
This is an unfortunate setback. The Force is strong with Katarn.
Oh, you just wait. We get a Pokemon Gym badge, and that is that. Dark Forces is complete. To the review section. Firstly, what kind of extras did the Night Dive give us? Behind the scenes stuff, production stills, art concept work, all great stuff. All in all, I would say Dark Forces runtime for me was about 6 or 7 hours. A few deaths and repeats I like to explore, and I got lost a lot. Before I conclude anything, what did critics think of the remaster? Sits at 78 on Metacritic, user score is 6.8, which is lower than the user score for the original. Huh. In the critics' own words, a product of its time with gameplay that doesn't hold up, decent remaster, waste of potential, overpriced, yeah, this is close to €30 by the way, very old school, aged very well, thrilling espionage themed missions. None of these review blurbs are particularly insightful, are they? How about user reviews? Broyax strikes again. Mr. B, what are you saying this time? It looks like a simple mod thrown together in a rush, and to be honest, some amateur mods are much better made than that. Furthermore, it's still impossible to save during a mission. That is true. A truly awful original game anyway, even with this sloppy remaster whose flaws are all the more glaring. It was indeed a very bad Doom-like, and its Star Wars aesthetic couldn't change that. And so they remastered a piece of garbage, and even that they messed up. Those poor fools. Never disappoints, does our Broyax. Maybe I will, as I do the good and the bad. The bad. Maze-like levels with areas too similar looking over and over, and switches hard to find, and backtracking. Basically a ton of filler and confusing layouts often. Definitely an issue with games of older. Mind you, this is nowhere near Hexen level nonsense. Ugh. While the weapons are definitely very solid, I think it's missing that real showstopper. A Doom Super Shoddy, a Duke Devastator, or a Blood, well, anything. A minor quibble, but still. I want more space creepies and beasties. The Swamp Dudes and the Kell Dragon are great, but I would love more. The story did nothing for me. I appreciated the cutscenes and the dialogue is well written, but each mission felt like the same shite over and over. The good. I know I just said it missed an epic gun from the roster, but the gun, or laser play, is really good. You fall into a great rhythm of switching through your gear on the run, becomes very natural and fun. The score and sounds are fantastic. Lucas and LucasArts are known for this, so I expected nothing less. For 1995, and specifically interiors I would say, they really got that Star Wars aesthetic spot on. Our enemy designs are faultless. Imperial beepy boopy quarters, the screens and colors flashing, whirring machinery, just solid job. So I guess I missed having the forced nonsense about, but it is refreshing to be in the Star Wars universe without Skywalkers larking about in the focus. Finally, Kyle Katarn is such a good new character, one of the best Star Wars leads ever, and he's only gonna get better. Dark Forces got off to a rough start for me. I've started and left this game before because the first two maps set a very bad precedent. Get past that and all the great stuff shines, as you would expect from a LucasArts project from back in the day. Far from a Doom clone only, this is a great Star Wars shooter full stop, setting up the Kyle Katarn selection of games. Fantastic varied enemies, fan favorites brought to life with that beautiful art style, the atmosphere established setting that cozy mood. It is nowhere near perfect, some big pacing issues, the start and other sections dragging it down. The plot is just go here, blow this up, find this intel. Okay, done that, we'll go to the similar looking place and do it all over again. Considering you have the entire galaxy, I would like more levels and environments and monsters. I think the best thing I can say about Dark Forces is I can 100% see me booting this up at Christmas for some cozy boomer shooter fun. This era of shooters just hits like no other, although the indie scene right now is catching up very quickly. If you like Star Wars, or want another old school FPS remastered brilliantly, it is absolutely worth it. Just maybe wait for a sale because that €30 price is a bit steep. Thank you all for watching. So glad I finally got through this game because it's a banger. And just like when I started James Bond games, I got hyped for the next ones in the franchise. Did you play Dark Forces back in the day or now? Did you get the remaster? If you watched this far, subscribe for weekly videos, comment below and share. All that makes the YouTube algorithm all kinds of happy and increases the reach. Huge shout out to channel members, anyone who supported on Ko-Fi. I'm looking into Patreon as well now if you are interested at all. Page is set up, that's about it. Drop any comments below on member specific content you might like, or ideas or anything. If you don't care at all, no worries. Stuff will stay the same on YouTube anyway. What's next? Who knows? I never do. I'll check what's on sale, what's abandoned, then throw a dart into the middle of a big list of games. On that pointy note, I shall leave you. Until next time, I'm Mr. Macheen, and may the force be with you.